You are welcome to UEW LMS tutorials. In this video, we are going to look at user or student management on UEW LMS. That is password reset, enrollment, unenrollment, and how to check a student's enrolled courses. To reset a student's password, always ensure that you've logged in. When you are logged in, you could see your name appearing here. After checking that, on the right side of your screen, you will see navigation. Under navigation, we have administration. Under administration, we have site administration. There's an arrow beside it. You click on it to expand, and then you look for users. That one too, you click on the arrow beside it to expand. Then you look for accounts. You click on the arrow beside it to expand. Then lastly, you click on browse list of users. After clicking on browse list of users, you'll be presented with this page that contains all the users on the system. To reset the password of a particular student, you would have to get that student's student number. After getting the student number, you come to this text box with the name username. So you enter the student's number here in the text box. So in my case, I have my student's number to be SDemo. We already know that the student number are always 10 digits or 9 digits numbers. So whatever student number that the student will give you, that is what you are going to enter in this text box. After entering the student number in the text box, you click on Add Filter. It will present to you that particular student's information. You get to see the student's name, the username, that is the student number, and then the last access, that is the last time the student logged into the system. And after verifying the student's name with the student number, you come and look for this settings icon. You click on it to open it. Then after opening, you will see the student number here, but you will have to look for new password. And beside new password, we have this here. We have to click on it so that we can enter the new password. In changing the password, you can do it in two ways. One, you can ask the student for a password to enter in this text box, or you can set a default password and give to the student so that when the student logs in, the student will be able to change the password to what he or she wants to use on the V class. So let's try the first scenario. With the first scenario, we are going to ask the student for a password to use on the system. So my student is requiring that I use this password. You can click on the eye icon here to reveal the password. So after entering the password, you scroll down and click on Update Profile, and the password will be updated onto the system. When the student goes, the password he or she gave you is what he or she is going to use to log in. But if you use a default password and you give that default password to the student, it means that the student will have to change the password when he logs in for the first time. So to enable the student to change the password by him or herself after you have put in a default password in this text box, then after entering the default password here, you have to come and check this false password change. So when you check this one, it will force the student to change the password when he or she logs in. So always remember that when you use default password for password reset, you will have to give the default password to the student, and then you check this to force the student to change the password. So after making these changes, you can now scroll down and click on Update Profile. When you click on Update Profile, it will still show you that student's information. Now, to reset password for another student, you have to click on Remove All Filters. If you don't click on Remove All Filters and you go ahead and enter another student's number, it will search and give you the results of 2 students, or it won't give you any results at all. So always remember to click on Remove All Filters after resetting for a student. When you click on Remove All Filters, it will take you back to where you can see the list of all users on the system. If you search for a student and the result shows no student found or no users found, and it shows 0 here, it may mean that either the index number is wrong or the student does not exist on the system. So if you confirm the index number and it's correct, but the student is not found on the system, it means that that student has not been added to the system. You would have to contact the LMS support team with the student's number and the full name for the account to be created for that particular student. So this is how to reset a student's password on UEW LMS. Now let's take a look at how to enroll students into a course. To enroll a student into a course, first we have to know the course that we want to enroll that student into. So we would have to search for that course. There are 2 ways that we can search for a particular course. The first way is to search for the course directly in the search box located at the top right corner over here. So you get the course code and you enter the course code into the search box. So in my case, I'm going to enter ICTE 112. That is the course code of the course I'm searching for. After entering the course code, I hit enter. Then it will fetch that particular course for me. So the course I was looking for is Technical Communications and Report Writing. Now, after searching for the course like this, you have to click on it to open it. Another way to search for a course is to come to the home page. You click on home, then you scroll down to give you the course categories. So we have regular and sandwich. And a regular, we have Winneba and Ejumako. So if the student belongs to Winneba campus, you will have to expand Winneba and then expand the particular faculty that the student belongs to. So we expand the Faculty of Science, and then we choose Department of Information and Communication Technology. So we can click on it directly, or we can still expand, and then you come to the program, that is BSc Information and Communication Technology Education. You expand that one too, then you see the levels. You have level 100, 200, 300, and 400. If the student belongs to, let's say, level 200, we expand it, and then we can click on the semester. Now when we do it this way, we get a glimpse of all the courses the student is supposed to read in a particular semester. So after opening it, we can see all the courses, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the student is registering for all the courses, we can do it this way so that we can get all the courses on the page. All we have to do is to right click and open link in a new tab. It will open a new tab, then we can work on that particular course. So this is another way we can find the courses for the student. Now, after searching for the course, whichever method you're going to use, if you are able to get the course, now you have to open that course and enroll the student into the course. So let's go back to the search box. That is what I want to use in this tutorial. You can use the home and go through the department and faculty and get the courses. So in this tutorial, I'm going to use Demo 111 as the course. Now, after searching, I see the results. When you search with the search box, you will get more than one result, of which you have to scroll and select or choose the right course that you want to work on. So in my case, I'm going to work on demo course. So I'll click on it to open. After opening the course, all we have to do is to navigate to this course. You can see it over here, this course. As soon as you put your mouse cursor on it, it will give you a drop down menu. Then we are going to select participants. So you click on participants. To enroll a student into this course, you have to click on enroll users. Then on this page, you have to enter the student's student number in this search box. So I'll go ahead and enter my student's student number. So it will give you the lists of students that have student numbers matching what you've entered. If you are able to enter the exact student number, it will give you just one result, as you can see on your screen. So after entering the student number, you will see the student's name showing. You confirm if he or she is the right person, then you click on it. After clicking on it, then you come and click on enroll selected users and cohorts over here. Always ensure that if you are enrolling a student, this drop down menu shows student over here. We have so many rows, so whenever you are enrolling a student, make sure that the assigned row shows student. After doing all this, as we said earlier, you click on enroll selected users and cohorts. As soon as you click on it, you see that the student will be enrolled into the course. So as you can see, you see student demo. The row is student. So this shows that we have enrolled the student into this particular course. If you want to enroll a student, and after clicking on enroll users, coming up here to search for that particular student, after entering the index number, and you find out that it doesn't show any results, if it's showing no suggestions, it means that either the student have been enrolled already or the student is not on the learning management system. So with what we tried right now with the student demo, we have already enrolled this student and we are enrolling him again. That's why it's showing no suggestions. So we would have to look out for these particular issues whenever we are enrolling students. So whenever we face issues like this, to really confirm if the student has been enrolled, we can come back to this page, that is the participants of the course, and then search for that particular student using the student's student number. So in this case, I'm going to search to see if the student has been enrolled into the course. So I'm going to use the student number. After entering the student number, you see no suggestions, but this time around you have to hit enter. So as soon as you hit enter, if the student exists, it will fish out the student. Then you see that the student has been enrolled in that course. So with this, you are sure that the student is in the course. But after trying the enrollment and you don't get any suggestions, or it doesn't give you any results, you can go ahead and go to the site administration where we reset the password in the previous video. Then you can search for that student. If the student doesn't exist there, it means account needs to be created for that particular student. So after performing this activity, if you want to deselect this particular student, you come here and click on the X symbol you see beside the student number, and it will go off and it will present to you the list of the participants. Now let's look at how to unenroll a student from a course. If a student comes to you and requests for unenrollment from a course, it means that student has been enrolled either knowingly or unknowingly into a course which he or she is not supposed to read in a particular semester. With that too, we are going to look at how we can take that student off that course or unenroll that student from that particular course. So to unenroll a student from a course, we will first have to have an overview of the courses that he or she has enrolled. So to get an overview of all the courses that student has enrolled, we are going to go back to the steps we followed during the reset video tutorial. So we are going to move to the navigation, and then under navigation you see administration. You come to site administration, you expand. It's just the same process as resetting password. You go to account, then browse list of users. Then on the browse list of users page, we will enter that student's student number. So I'm going to enter the student number, then click on add filter. After clicking on add filter, it will bring out that student. All you have to do is to click on the student's name. As you can see, you click on the student's name. Then it will open this page for you. On this page, you see about me and courses. Where we need to go to is courses. So we have to click on courses. So it will give us all the courses that particular student has enrolled into. So let's say this student has enrolled into this course ECG 234 and wants to unenroll from that course. All we are going to do is we will click on the course. It will open the course page. When the course page is open, you see the course code and title here. Then you come to this course. As you can see over here, this course. As soon as you hover your mouse on it, it will give you a drop down menu. Then you go to participants, just as how we were doing in the enrollment process. So when you come to this page, that is the page showing the list of participants of that particular course, then you would have to come to where you can search for that particular student and then unenroll the student. So we are going to click inside here and then enter the student number. After entering it, you still see no suggestion, but go ahead and hit enter. As soon as you hit enter, it will show the student. Now to unenroll the student, you just look for the bin icon or the delete icon. When you put your mouse cursor on it, you see unenroll. You click on it to unenroll the student. Then over here to you click on unenroll. Then that student will be taken off the course. So after you unenroll the student, you see that the search keyword is still active. So it is showing 0 participants. It means this particular student has been taken off this particular course. Another way would be to search for the wrong course or the course that the student wants to unenroll from, and then open that course. You come to this course over here, you click on participants to take you to the participants in that course. Then you can follow the previous steps to unenroll the students from the course. When you use the previous approach, you'll be able to see the number of courses the student has enrolled into, and then you get a fair idea of the ones that they are supposed to read for the semester and the ones they are not supposed to read, so that you can really clean up the student's dashboard for them. Please take note that as soon as you unenroll a student from a course, if that particular student has performed an activity or the student has some grades in that course, all the activities and the grades will be wiped out. This is how to unenroll a student from a course. In case of any challenges, do not hesitate to contact the LMS support team for assistance.